Hi, this is Haley with Usborne Books and More, and I want to share with you some books from our illustrated stories collections. I want to start with illustrated stories from Shakespeare. This is a beautiful book. It goes through several of Shakespeare's writings, including Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Midsummer Night's Dream, and it ends the book with a little bit about the life and times of William Shakespeare. Before each story, you have a little blurb about the story on one page, and then you flip the page and you have a list of all the characters that are going to be in that story. So it goes through and it explains the stories to you. And you have your chapter list for each one, and then you go ahead and you read it. They're very big books. Definitely not for a young reader, but you can always read it to your young readers. Each of the books comes with a bookmark, so you can mark your place when you're reading and go right back to where you were before. The next one I want to show you is Stories from Dickens. This is a great book, currently out of print, but will be back next year. And this one has stories like Oliver Twist, Bleak House, Great Expectations, Tale of Two Cities, and again it ends with the life and times of Charles Dickens. This one also has tables of contents for each story, and it goes through the entire story. These are not abridged. Beautiful illustrations. Again, you have your bookmark to mark your place. That's Dickens. The next one is The Norse Myths. Another great book if you're into the Norse myths. It's a great book for you to have. This one, there's your title page, has everything from Thor and Loki to giants, the end of the world, the golden curse. And then you have the chart of the 9 realms and where the Norse myths came from. So let me show you those. So here's the chart of the 9 realms. And then that's where it tells you where the Norse myths came from. And again, you go through. And in this one you see there's a lot of pages that don't have as many pictures. But there are pages that do have pictures as well. And then we have the illustrated Greek myths. Very similar, all about the Greek myths, obviously. So you have the wooden horse, minotaurs, Pegasus, Hercules, and then more myths and a guide to the gods. Okay, let's find some pages to look at. Gorgeous, very illustrated. You can see some of the books in this series are more illustrated than others. It's all dependent on the level of reading you and your child wish to do. Goes through, talks about Pandora's box. And then you have a map of ancient Greece. Beautiful, thick book. Next is Stories from Aesop. Aesop's fables are very well loved fables around the world. Again, very beautiful illustrations. You have all of the different things. You've got pride and greed and trickery, etc. Got the fox, got the peacock and the crane. Beautiful illustrations throughout the book. Another good one to have. And finally, I want to talk about the Grimm's fairy tales. Everybody knows the Grimm's fairy tales. These are unabridged. They are the original Grimm's fairy tales. There's that many stories in this book. This book's $20, so you get all these stories for $20. things like Little Red Riding Hood, Rapunzel, Sleeping Beauty, The Frog Prince, Rumpelstiltskin, Hansel and Gretel, Snow White and Rose Red. I'm currently reading this one. I'm at Rapunzel right now. So far I love it. Sleeping Beauty. Again, some more beautiful illustrations in this book. Gorgeous books. And then you have the timeline of the lives of the Brothers Grimms. So each book gives you a little bit of a background behind it or its authors. They're very fun books. So if you get a chance, all these books came together as a set of 6. They also are sold separately. And we have a variety of other illustrated stories books as well. So go check them out at my website, and if you have any questions or want recommendations, let me know in the comments below.